What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, period. Welcome back to my channel. So today, y'all, I'm gonna be explaining how my boyfriend had played me, my ex-boyfriend. But mind y'all, I've only dated one person my entire life, and that was him. So this is literally basically, you know, me giving y'all the rundown on how I got played. And it's funny now, but back then I was like going through, like sliding down the wall crying, you feel me? And yeah, heartbreaks ain't no joke, but yeah, if you are new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join my channel, period. And I'm also be doing my makeup while explaining to y'all the whole rundown of how I got played. But yeah, let's just get into this video. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna probably put my hair up. So yeah, I'm gonna put this hair up. But yeah, y'all, so all of this had happened in high school, and I think I was a freshman, middle of my freshman year. And that's when I had met him. Let me give y'all the names first. So basically, I'm gonna name my ex, I'm gonna name him Chris. Then I'm gonna name my best friend, I'm gonna just say best friend. The girl that he cheated on me with, I'm gonna name her Lala. So basically, my best friend, I'm putting on some, what is this called? Primer. Basically, so my best friend, he was on the football team, and apparently Chris was too. So Chris and my best friend was in the cafeteria one day after school, because they usually feed us food once we get out of class, and usually that would be like the chill spot for everybody after we all get dismissed from our 7th hour class. So I had bought me a little drink or whatever, and I had came and sit next to my best friend. And basically I was like, well, I'm about to go get dressed for cheer practice. Mind y'all, I was on a cheer table. Yeah. But yeah. So literally after I was getting ready for cheer practice, I had went back over there by my best friend, and Chris was like, what's your name and all this other stuff, and I'm like, why you want to know so bad? Like, he really wasn't my type. He was my height, he had locks. I love me some locks, but no, I was not feeling that. And I'm gonna start on my eyebrows, and mind y'all, it's a mirror behind y'all, that's why I'm looking at it. If I'm not looking at the phone, I'm in the mirror. But yeah, so he kept like pushing the issue or whatever with trying to get with me, or whatever. And my best friend, he was like trying his hardest to get me to date him too, but I'm like, you doing too much, like relax, I don't want him. And he kept asking for my number. But mind y'all, one of the reasons why I did not want to give him my number is because I still had an Android, but don't do too much. I had an Andy, and I didn't want him to see or whatever. So I had, you know, I was basically trying to not give him my phone number because my messages would turn up green, and I didn't want that. And my mom was like, she was gonna buy me an iPhone. So I was really trying to prolong the process and just give him my number when I get an iPhone, if I decided to give him my number, because mine was on my type. So yeah, but whole time he trying to get with me, it was this girl I was basically, I would say friends, kind of friends, I don't know, somewhere around there. But me and her had like a lot of class together. We didn't have like 2 classes together, but all of the other 5 classes we was in class together. So she was kind of like my friend or whatever. And I remember her telling me about her boyfriends or whatever. So I'm thinking she's dating another dude. But whole time, him and her like mingling or whatever. So I didn't know. But me and her, we was kind of friends. So basically, I end up giving him my number, and he basically was like, this ain't your phone because my messages is turning green. And I'm like, don't do too much, but I got an Android. So I think I had gave it to him around like spring break, because I know we was like close to getting out of school. So it must have been spring break. So I gave him my number, and literally throughout the break, me and him was texting or whatever. But my cousin, she was like, girl, why you give him your number or whatever? Because it was this one dude that I was, kind of talking to, but he was boring, and like he barely even texts. So yeah, I don't want to even go too deep within that, because it was really nothing. Like the other dude, we was just basically friends, and we was just texting, and I didn't want, it was just too much trying to hold a conversation with too many people. But at the end of the day, like most of the dudes that was texting me was like real boring. So anywho, me and him was texting throughout break or whatever, and we had went on a few dates. His mom ended up picking me up or whatever, because we had went to the movies, and my best friend came, and a few of my homegirls had came on the date or whatever. And his mom had picked us up, and we had went to go try to see a movie. But a lot of the people in my friend group, they didn't have money. And we were just like, we just gonna go out to eat. So we ended up going out to eat. We went on a little date or whatever. Y'all, spring break ends. We going back to class. So I'm expecting to tell my friend, or, the girl, Lala, I was expecting to tell her like this whole rundown, like, girl, I know you done told me about a dude that you been seeing. So, I thought that was our little connection. So, I'm over here, basically like telling her, not me trying to do the thing how they be doing on the makeup tutorials, but period. Anywho, I'm gonna just have to put it on my hand. So we come back from break, and I'm basically wanting to tell the girl the whole rundown, but you know how our schedule changed from every break or whatever. So I had told her I was waiting to get to class with her, because we had math class, and some other classes together. Ooh, this lace probably needs. But we had math class and I think some other classes together. But usually in math class, me and her would really talk, because that's when I had sat by her. So me and her was chatting it up, or usually that's when me and her talk, is in math class. So I come to math class and she was crying or whatever, and I'm like, you okay? And she was like crying or whatever. She was like, yeah. But I think y'all know where this is going. So basically, I was like trying to comfort her, and I was trying to figure out the tea, like, why she crying? Why my homegirl crying? Like, what's wrong with you? So she ended up asking me, like, talk or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you know him? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, basically start giving her the whole rundown. Like, girl, his mama picked me up. We went to the movies. It was so fun. Or whatever. Where you know him from? You got a class with him or whatever? And mind y'all, he was in a class above us. So, yeah. I'm like, how you know him? And she was basically like, yeah, she got a few classes with him or whatever. Me not even realizing, like, the reason she crying is because she actually was talking to him, but I didn't know because she didn't say anything. So yeah, we was continue talking, and I was telling her what we had did when we had went to the movies and when we went out to eat, and I was telling her about all our dates basically. So then I remember he had called me or whatever, and he was like, he had a bad day at school because he ended up making somebody cry. And I'm like, why? Like, who you make cry? And he was like, this girl that liked him or whatever. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, if that's what you're going for, then don't, you know what I'm saying, don't wait on me. Because at the point, me and him wasn't together. So I'm like, you know, if that's who you want to be with, if you feel so bad, go be with her. And he was like, it's not like that. But, you know, just seeing somebody cry and you be the reason for it is just heartbreaking. But I'm like, okay, I guess. I didn't really care at the moment because it's like, I'm not the one being, you know, I'm not the one going through the heartbreak. So why should you even care or be bothered by somebody else if it's not me? So he was like, it just hurt his feelings or whatever to know it was him. So, let me whip this, y'all. So, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I think one of my friends over there was crying in school too. And she had asked me if she knew you. So, she told me y'all had like a few classes together. And he was like, what's her name? And I was like, Lala. And he was like, yeah, because me and her was talking, but me and her was talking. That's the girl I'm talking about. And I'm like taken back, like, whoa. Me and her was cool. She was just telling me about another dude. So I'm confused. So, yeah. So I'm like, whoa, if I had known, I probably would have never even talked to you because, like I said, you wasn't my type from the beginning. And you know, but the conversations between me and him was like really good, and he had like a funny personality. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can see what's going on here, you know, do my little 1-2 and see where things go. But anywho, he was basically telling me like he had seen her hugging other guys in front of him, and she's the one who initiated the relationship between him and her. Like, I guess she had asked for his number, and him and her started talking. So he was like, she the one who wanted me, so why does she feel the need to hug other people in front of me or whatever? And I'm like, okay, understandable, but you know, that's not my business. Like, I don't know why she did that either, but who am I? So yeah, so after that, what he was telling me, I had went to class and I was like kind of feeling bad, but I'm like, you know, what can I possibly do? Like, he's my boy, like, you know, I like him now. He ain't going nowhere now. So it was kind of at that point, but a part of me felt like I wish I would have knew. But then another part of me was like, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's not that deep. So then, after that, you know, me and him started talking or whatever, and we ended up getting together maybe about 5 months after that, because I didn't play. So yeah, we ended up getting together. I'm about to put some foundation on MAC. I think I got a lot of MAC stuff. So yeah, we ended up getting together maybe like 5 months later down the line. And y'all, so this is where it gets funny. So apparently him and her was texting on Snapchat, and I think it was one of them days where we didn't have to go to school. It was a school day, but we didn't end up going to school, and I think it was just a holiday or something like that. But he was like texting me that whole day, and he was basically wanting me to come over to his house. So I'm like, I don't know, because my granny, she might not let me come, so I gotta see. So I had told him to bring me some food. He had brought me some food, and his friend had dropped him, you know, took him over to my house to bring me the food. So he was like, ask your granny while I'm here. My granny wasn't there, so I'm like, I'm gonna just have to ask when she get off, because she's not gonna answer because she at work. So the whole day, me and him just texting or whatever. Then my granny come home and I asked my granny if I can go to his house. And she was like, oh yeah, you can go. So I end up calling him and letting him know his friend was about to drop him off or come pick me up. So the friend picked me up or the friend was on the way, and he had told me like my friend on, me and my friend on the way. So be ready. So mind y'all, I'm getting ready and maybe like 20 minutes had passed. So I'm like, where you at? Texting, my text is not going through. At this point, I got an iPhone. So I know when you read it, and I know when my message get delivered and when you didn't read it. So mind y'all, I'm blowing up his phone, calling left and right, no answer, but he shows up at my granny house. So I go, he come and get me or whatever, and I'm like, you can't answer your phone, you see me calling you, it say my message not delivering, like what's going on, your phone must be dead. So he was like, yeah, my phone had died, this and that. So I'm like, okay. So on the way to his mama house, we driving or whatever. The friend driving, they cracking jokes, whoop-de-whoop. And we had got to his mama house, and they had played a little prank on me or whatever, getting out the car. I think he was just trying to prolong like me even seeing what he was doing. But anywho, so we get to his mom's house, and the friend had dropped us off. We sitting there. We first get in the house, and he had dropped his phone off on the bed, like threw his phone on the bed. I'm sitting on the bed, and me, the person I am, well, the person I was, I had plugged his phone up because it's like, your phone dead, I'm gonna put on the charger for you. I thought that's what he was insinuating anyway, because he had threw his phone on the bed. So I had plugged his phone up, y'all. The phone turns on like real quick because I had powered it on. And the crazy thing is, he used to go through my phone, so I'm like, okay, well, free for all. You feel me? So I'm turning the phone on or whatever. Phone on 45%, baby. How is your phone dead? So I powers the phone on, and when you power the phone on, all your notifications start to come in. So then I see a whole bunch of Snapchat notifications coming on, so I'm like, what's really going on? So I go to the Snapchat, not even knowing or who the person was. I just went on Snapchat, and I'm always on his phone anyway, taking pictures randomly, doing my little 1-2, my little photo shoot. But taking pictures, because if somebody in his phone, they're gonna see a lot of pictures of me, and they're gonna be like, oh, this your girlfriend type stuff, So I had goals on Snapchat. I'm literally about to snap pictures, but then I'm like, no, what is all these notifications coming from? So I looks and I go on the messages, and it's Lala texting him. So I'm like giggling and laughing at the situation because it's kind of funny, but it wasn't at the same time. It was funny because I had caught him and I had found out, like, you lie whole time, your phone is on 45%. Like, why you playing with me?
And
So homeboy, Chris, my ex homeboy, had came out the bathroom, and he like, why you on my phone? And I'm like, but you don't be on my phone, but who is this texting you though? And he was like, oh, I just felt bad for her and all this. And I'm like, the crazy thing is, after I seen her name pop up, I didn't click on the messages. I wanted to hear from him. So I didn't say anything. I just knew him and her was texting on Snapchat. So when he comes out of the bathroom, he like, giving me the whole tea rundown. So after he say that, I go on the messages and I'm reading. And he like apologizing or whatever, sorry that I'm with her and all this other stuff, talking about me. You sorry that you with me? If you so sorry, then go be with her. So I'm like, okay, relationship done. It is what it is. You feel me? Cause mind y'all, we about like what, a good 7 months in, and people still texting my phone, because every time somebody would text me, he would, I would show him, and I'm like, such and such had text me, I ain't text them back, I'm gonna just go ahead and block, or you can say what you need to say and give me my phone back, woody woo. And he would do his one too, telling them like, I'm her boyfriend, leave her alone, wham bam thank you ma'am type of thing. So when it came to this, it was like, okay, I'm not gonna handle it, you handle it. But at this point, I'm like, I don't wanna this relationship is over, because why you lie to me, for one, and for two, like, don't even play with me like that. If this is somebody that you used to talk to and you feel so bad about talking to me, then go be with that person, because you basically apologizing for being with somebody that you want to be with. You wanted to be with me, honey. So yeah, so I'm like kind of aggravated. So I got aggravated at the point that he lied. But it was kind of funny, because after I had called him, he was just like looking real stupid. Like, y'all know that dumb look that them boys be giving y'all when y'all find out that they lying. So it was funny, but it wasn't. So then I was getting aggravated, because it was like, once I had caught him, it was like the lies started coming back to back to back. Like, I already found you cheating, so why, or entertaining other people, so why keep lying? So I had went downstairs, and I was about to text my aunt, because she come pick me up, but my aunt worked really late. So I'm thinking about everybody in my contact list of who I can ask to come get me, because who about to sit up in somebody's face after they done, doing all this lying? Like, not me. So, I go downstairs, and I'm talking to his granny or whatever, and we basically just talking, and he was like calling my name from on top of the stairs, telling me to come upstairs, but I'm like, I'm not going up there. Like, you're a liar. Like, go be with her. You feel so bad. Don't feel bad. Who you feel bad for now? You feel me? So I'm like, you feel so bad, then go feel bad. Who you feel bad for now? Like, leave me alone. Stop calling my name. Leave me alone. And Granny was like asking me what was going on, but I'm like, this is your grandson. You should ask him. Got some powder. So ask him. So she was like, go upstairs and see what he wants or whatever, so he can stop calling your name. So I goes upstairs, and he like on his knees crying, like, please take me back. Please take me back. Please take me back or whatever. I promise you I won't cheat again. We get married, this and that. So I'm like, child, no, like, we're done. So we was on like a good old break. I had told him I want to get on a break, and he was like, no, if we get on a break, we might as well break up. But I'm like, okay, well, we breaking up then. And he was like, no, we're not breaking up, and all of this. I promise you I will never cheat on you again, and you won't ever have to worry about anybody else texting my phone. This and that. So I'm like, okay, we're still breaking up, but just give me a break, because this is just too much. So we end up breaking up for about a good 3 days, and me, I was so petty, y'all. A lot of people that was in my class, like, I was a very likable person. Like, I was cool, and I was playing sports at that, so a lot of people kind of knew me, and a lot of people was texting me or whatever, like, trying to get with me. So I'm like, the fact that you know this and you trying to play with me, baby, you're done. You're done for. You gonna feel hurt. Like, the fact that you try to play me like this, no, baby, the tables will turn, and they will turn fast. So y'all, a lot of people was texting me, and me, I was trying to be funny at the time, so I'm telling him like, oh, such and such, talking about they want to take me on a date, this and that. And he was like getting aggravated at the fact that I was telling him that, or at the fact that other people was texting me. And he was like, so are we off the break and all this other stuff? But I'm like, no, I'm doing me. You did you. I'ma do me. So he was like getting real mad or whatever, but I'm like, baby, there's nothing to be mad at. Like, you did this, not me. So that was the first incident that had happened. Then, mind y'all, he had this one little friend. I don't know what was up with. Like, he gave me weird vibes. I didn't really like him. And later down the line, after me and him got back together, and this is what took it overboard. So usually he would walk me to my class, and you know, he had bought me flowers, leave them in my locker, Bath and Body Works. I mean, he was doing his big one. So basically, he used to do all that kind of stuff, and then one day I just seen like a major change. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's really up? And why, you know, why you not doing the things that you used to do? So I had seen his phone, because mind you, we had each other's passwords. So we was like basically I'm about to do like a little lip liner. I got it from the hair store, don't do too much. So hold on, y'all, 1 second. It might look bad right now, but wait till the lip gloss come on. So mind y'all, the friend, he had texted me or whatever and was like, you cute. And I'm like, is this a setup? Like, boy, like, I didn't like him. From, like, when I'm locked in with somebody and I'm in a relationship, like, that's literally the only person that I see. Like, I don't see no other person. Like, that's just the type of person I am. So basically, he was texting me, and I'm like telling him like, your friend texting me, and he was like, give me your password or whatever. But I'm like, you already got it. So I'm like, okay, I'm giving you mine. Let me see, you know, why are you doing this? You must be hiding something. So I had told him to give me his password, where I had to try to log into his Facebook Messenger, and he had changed his password. So I'm like, you doing all of this from, you know, to try to see if I'm gonna text your friend back, but you obviously must be hiding something. So I'm like, what you doing all of this for? And he was like, just to see where you at. So I had gotten into his phone, and the friend that had texted me was basically giving him updates about Lala, about her classes. I guess she was texting the friend, and the friend was texting Chris, and Chris was just like basically entertaining the conversation, laughing at it. It's not that funny. If this man, your friend telling you where Lala is at, and you're just laughing at it, obviously it's like something there, like it's giving, you know, very much something. What was the reason? Why are you laughing? It's not funny. So, like, you seen the way you was crying last time, all on your knees, begging and pleading me to get back with you, but now you playing again. Like, be for real. So he was basically walking her to her class, doing all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, bet, stand on it. So once a lot of other dudes was trying to basically get with me, and me seeing the text or whatever, I didn't even bring up the text. I was just, once I seen something, it was like, okay, now I'm about to match your energy because you playing with me. Little do you know, you don't even know that I know your information. You don't even know that I know your friend is texting you about, oh girl, about Lala. But I'm gonna start doing me. So he was like, why you being weird and all of this? this and that. But I'm like, you're the one being weird. You stop walking me to my classes, and you know, you're not doing the things that you used to do. Like, what's really going on? Whole time I already know. So he was like, I just want a break. So I'm like, what happened to you not wanting to take a break? And he was like, because you just doing too much. You extra. And all of this. So I'm like, okay. So then he had called me one time. And maybe like a week later and was like, what he had to say? Talking about you deserve better than me. You know how, that's how I knew. Like, okay, so y'all must be getting in a relationship then, because now you taking it this far. So, I think I should have put more. Anyway, I don't know why it's so dark right here. So yeah, he was like, you deserve better than me and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, we done then, I guess. Y'all, I may have took it like that night, but literally when I was in school, I was like butt crying, like boo-hoo crying. Like, we had went to this after school program together, and I remember he had came in there and he had waved, but I'm like, we not together, and he tried to play in my face or whatever, and he had, I think he was like trying to make sure I seen him walk her to the class or whatever. He had tried to make it seem like he didn't know that I was standing right there, but whole time I think his whole plan was to make me see him walk her to her class. And literally 7th hour, I was like literally in my feelings. So after school, when we all had went to the cafeteria, I was like in my feelings, and then we go to this after school program. So I'm like literally in the program, like trying my hardest not to cry, because I literally just seen this man walk to our class, and that's what he used to do for me. So it's like, wow, okay, babe. So y'all, I went in that program and I cried my whole heart out. And shout out to Miss, I don't know if I'm gonna say Miss A, because I don't really know if she okay with me putting her name out there. But shout out to Miss A, because she was really there holding me down, and she was like giving me tips and tricks on how to, you know, not be in my feelings all the time. Like, don't allow him to see me like this, because he will get like a, you know, a jump off of it, because he see that I'm crying over him. So yeah, y'all, that's how I got played. And I think I gave him too many chances, especially for him to not be my type. Like, it was very much weird. Like, don't play with me. So I'm basically crying or whatever, but whole time after we had broke up or whatever, he was like calling me every day, telling me to come over his house, and his sister would come pick me up. And I used to go over there and whatnot, woo-de-woo. But it was just like, don't play with me. And I feel like a lot of us women, we need to start standing on our standards and basically scoping the scenery out before we even get in a relationship with somebody, no matter how much they want us. Because literally, no matter men or women, like the person that, I feel like the person that initiates the relationship and wants to be in a relationship with that person, I feel like you want me so bad, but y'all be the ones to mess the relationship up. Like, y'all be too quick to want somebody, and then when that person fit in and want y'all back, y'all be playing. Like, y'all be playing with people's feelings. So for one, just never let somebody play with you more than once. Like, once somebody show you who they are, believe them the first time. Of course, people change, and they can change. Like, people change every day. A wise man once told me, people can change every day. So don't think that just because this person did this, that they're gonna continue doing it. But what I'm saying is, after that, you know, the first time, like, it just be like be mindful. If you're gonna accept that person back, be mindful. Like, don't allow them to keep playing with you and playing with you and playing with you. Like, you gotta know your worth. Stand on your worth. Stand on who you are, and don't let nobody play with you. I don't care who they are or who initiated the relationship. Once you agree to be in a relationship with that person, y'all should be locked in and not allowing anybody to interfere with, your relationship. And I feel like what he was doing was telling his friend about me or whatever, and the friend was probably amping him up, saying, oh, go be with her or whatever, go be with Lala, cause she ain't doing right and all this other stuff. But mind y'all, I was a good girl. So majority of the time, every time I was with him, it was like I was doing things that, I felt as if it was bad. Or I felt like I was such a good girl that I felt like I was doing a lot of wrong things. Like, even the things that he wanted me to do, I wouldn't do them because it was like, that's not me, and I'm such a good girl. Like, don't pressure me to do that stuff. Like, especially if a lot of people our age that was doing it, like doing the things that he wanted me to do. I'm like, I'm not doing that because I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. So, like, don't force me to be somebody that I'm not. And it's okay. Like, don't allow somebody to, force you to be somebody that you're not. Stand 10 toes on what you believe in.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.
And I'm glad that I did because, y'all, that heartbreak, like, that was my first heartbreak. And after that, it was like I learned so much stuff from that relationship. And I've learned so many things that I didn't like and that I did like. And I could say, like, I kind of got to know myself during that process of healing. But one thing that I'm glad I did stand on was my value and my standards. Like, I don't care how much you try to, floss or try to be funny and walk in front of me and, do the things that you were doing to me, towards me. That's not going to make me react or, make me get out of character and be somebody that I'm not. Because one thing about me is I don't argue. And I'm not gonna argue. I don't like to project my voice louder than what it already is. And I'm not gonna, we can agree to disagree. But at the same time, what we're not about to do is discard my feelings, because you're gonna respect my feelings and I'm gonna respect yours. Period, point blank, period. Period out, period up.
Period I, period up, period I, period up.
But nevertheless, like, don't ever let anybody try to downplay your feelings and how you feel. Especially, like, don't play about yourself. Know your value, know your self-value. Know who you are as a person. Spend more time with God. And I feel like me doing that at a young age, it taught me so much stuff now where I don't allow certain things to go. And that's why that's the only relationship I've been in, because even though I've healed from it, it's like if I see any type of trait, or I know nobody's perfect, but if I see a trait or something that I don't agree with, or something that's not gonna align with me and my spirit, then I know not to, even entertain the situation, because why waste time? I'm not gonna sit up here and even play like we can be cool, or this could be something, if this is not something that I want. Like, that's what I'm not gonna do. So I'm real strict on who I be around, not the makeup on. I'm real strict of my surroundings, the people I give my time and energy to. I'm real strict on that, because I'm not gonna keep going through a cycle and keep going through cycles. But I know there's situations where you have to go through certain things to be prepared for whatever God is placing into your life. And whenever God is placing something into your life, is to better you and to help you grow. So I'm not gonna keep, repeating cycles and just being like blind to every situation. Like, no, I'm gonna stand 10 toes on what I believe in. Had to fix my laces. I'm gonna stand 10 toes for what I believe in, and I'm not gonna let anybody play with my feelings. Like, I'm too grown. Everybody's an adult. Like, we should all, stand on that. Like, why even play with people's feelings? So, yeah, don't ever let nobody play you. Once they show you who you are once they show you who they are the first time, please believe them. Stand on your morals, and it's okay to forgive people when they do things like that, and it's okay to give people a second chance. But I'ma just say, like, if you're gonna give that person a second chance, fully forgive them. Like, don't keep bringing it up, because that's not fully forgiving. But yeah, just know your worth. And even as a woman, you should, always have boundaries and set boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries, then you're gonna go for anything. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, always know, like, and stand on what you believe in, because for instance, if y'all do end up getting together, he's gonna know how to treat you, and he's gonna know how to go about the things that you stand on. So yeah, always protect yourself. Always put God first, and always just be mindful and be careful, because nowadays it's just crazy. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, period, because it's going up. Y'all need to give me the 300. Give me the 300, please and thank you. But let me go out there and show y'all. Let me show y'all my makeup, because right now it ain't really giving. But hold on. It's gonna give in a second. Hold on, let me open the blinds. It's definitely giving, but I should have put lashes on. But I had the mascara, and it's still giving, period. But I just want to thank y'all for tuning in for this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Join my channel, period. And add me on Snapchat, because this is where this video idea came from. Just add me on Snapchat, and that's where a lot of the video requests come from. So add me on Snapchat at dog_TT. Give me the 300, please and thank you. Like, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Join my channel, and I will see y'all in my next video. Oh, and I forgot to say, and this is my side of the story. I don't know if who subscribed to my channel. I really don't know, and I don't care. But this is my experience. This is my opinion. This is everything that happened to me, so I have the right to speak on it. And I have a problem. I don't really care, but this is my experience, so I have the right to speak on whatever I want to pertaining to me on my channel. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and join my channel, because this was a good video. Don't even play, like, please don't play. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.